Puerto Rico can't participate in climate negotiations like other Caribbean nations such as the Dominican Republic or Cuba can. That's because the archipelago has been a colony of the United States since 1898. In 1953, the United Nations removed Puerto Rico from its list of colonized nations. That's because the year before, Puerto Rico established itself as a commonwealth on its constitution, but don't be fooled by the name. Most of Puerto Rico's future is controlled by U.S. Congress. For example, the U.S. government imposed a fiscal control board on Puerto Rico in 2017. Even though the United Nations Special Committee on Decolonization has recognized Puerto Rico's right to self-determination, there's no official representation at COP. However, Puerto Ricans have long made their presence known at COP, mostly for being part of observer groups that are not party to the negotiations.
Definitivamente hay espacios en los cuales Puerto Rico puede estar insertándose. Hay diferentes maneras de insertarse, aunque no sea como formalmente. Por ejemplo, hay otras colonias de Estados Unidos que han logrado representación dentro de foros en el Pacífico. Aunque ellos no tienen una voz cantante en la mesa de negociaciones, cuando ellos están desarrollando sus posiciones como región, ellos están en la mesa y están reconocidos formalmente. Yo creo que hay como diferentes niveles y escalas en los cuales Puerto Rico formalmente podría insertarse. Así que es como buscar que tengamos un gobierno que le interese crear esas relaciones más allá de Estados Unidos.
Climate change has ravaged Puerto Rico over the last decade. Hurricanes Irma and Maria caused over $90 billion in damages, and our electrical grid has still not been fixed. Meanwhile, experts say that not acting to mitigate climate change could lead to $379,270 million in lost GDP if temperatures move beyond 2°C of warming. One of the most effective ways to cut emissions is moving from fossil fuels to renewable energy, something many top emitters have been reticent to do. Even though its emissions are negligible, Puerto Rico's energy law states that we should have 40% renewable energy by 2025 and 100% by 2050. Yet, we continue relying on fossil fuels. With only about 8% of renewable energy, it's pretty clear we're not making it to that 2025 goal. Our incoming governor has championed the use of natural gas to power our electricity, even though a study has shown that it's possible to move towards decentralized renewable energy systems. Climate activists have said that the election of climate change denier Donald Trump will have a big impact on the energy transition towards renewables, as well as fighting the climate crisis. Puerto Rico's colonial status means that we're at the whims of the U.S. government. It limits our ability to advocate for ourselves or negotiate with our Caribbean and Latin American neighbors here at COP or any other climate negotiation.
Cuando tú tienes a alguien representando a Puerto Rico, para que puedan entrar dentro de eso, pues otro país tiene que darte un badge de su país. ¿Y qué pasa? Que Puerto Rico, definitivamente bajo lo que es el PNP y otros, pues se ve como un ente de Estados Unidos y siempre hay como esa precaución, ¿verdad? Esa cautela de que estrategias de negociación no vayan a terminar en oídos de negociadores de Estados Unidos porque socava su posición.
But that doesn't mean we're not fighting the climate crisis at every level we can. For more on that, check out our continuing coverage of COP29.